How quickly did the UFC contact you about fighting Scott Jorgensen after the Menjivar fight?
You know, it was actually about 3 days after my fight. I was just hanging out with my dad. We were working on this construction site together, downtown Sac, and they called and wanted to know about a fight in May, June, or July, and said it was going to be against Scotty. We've been trying to avoid that fight for a long time because he and I are friends. And I said, yeah, let's, I'll talk to Scott, see what the deal is. And they're like, look, we've been putting it off this fight for, 2 to 3 times already. It's going to have to happen. I was like, all right, cool, I guess so. But then they called me later that day and said that they wanted us to step up and be the main event for this fight card coming up. And so I said, yeah, might as well.
Was there any hesitation on your part? You mentioned that you and Scott are friends. You've kind of been circling each other in the division, so to speak. So, there's a lot of fighters in the UFC who won't fight their friends, who won't fight their teammates. How does that play out in your mind if you're ready to accept that fight or not?
Well, he and I are friends, but we're not teammates. So, you can only have a certain amount of people in this sport that you say you absolutely will not fight. And I can't. I don't feel comfortable fighting my teammates, but because he's not a teammate, I can't really. I can't really make a case for saying I won't fight the guy. And it's one of those situations where this is the sport we're in, and I don't really like it, but we're going to make the best of it. We're going to go in there and beat the crap out of each other and not hold back. It's going to be good.
So I guess making the best of the situation then, are you going in there trying to win some extra money in the form of a fight of the night bonus?
I think so. I mean, it's a matchup where fight of the night is something that's very realistic. He's a super exciting fighter. He doesn't get tired. He always brings it. And I'm the same way. So fight of the night would be a goal for sure.
Excellent. And Jorgensen's a guy that even going back to the WEC days, always seemed like he was hovering around the top of the division, but never really breaking through to be recognized by the casual fan base as an elite level fighter. Do you think he's going to be looking at this fight as a way to get to that level and beating someone of your name and your caliber?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like if Scott gets this win, it's big for his career. If I get this win, it's big for my career. But I think being the guy who kind of has been a pioneer for the sport and kind of one of the faces for the sport, I think I have a little bit more to lose in this one. And I don't ever fight like that, but it's just kind of a reality.
Yeah. Where do you think that Jorgensen presents the biggest threat to you in the fight?
I just think that he's well-rounded. It's like what I talked about with well-rounded fighters, guys that are at the top of the level. If you make a mistake, they can capitalize. He's got knockouts. He's got submissions. He can go to the distance and not get fatigued or tired. So he's solid all the way around, and that's something that I think you always have to be wary of.
Yeah. And there has been some talk in the media, some criticism about your recent record in title fights. Does that ever bother you at all, or are you just thinking to yourself, well, if it's that much of a problem, then someone's going to have to beat me and keep me out of these fights?
I mean, it's just because media is looking for something to talk about. I mean, if you really look at my career, I've had a lot of title fights, a lot more than the last however many, and I've had very, very close fights with the top guys in the division. So I'm not worried about what other people are talking about. That's their job to make up things to talk about. My job is to go in there and fight the best in the world, and that's what I'm working towards.